The king of 3D fighting games returns with Tekken 8. The franchise blesses another generation of consoles with new and returning characters and a ridiculous story revolving around devil genes, martial arts tournaments, and fratricide. But more importantly, this pillar of the fighting game community has updated its online experience, finally embracing the much desired rollback netcode. Hey everyone, it's Rob from Smash Jump, jumping in reading the words of James Cub. Without further waffling, let's get into it. Tekken 8's story opens with what else but a son having a fistfight with his dad. Jin and his father Kazuya face off again on the streets of New York, fighting with their fists and their devil gene abilities. Regardless of how well you fight in this opening battle, Kazuya will come out victorious, defeating Jin so severely that he loses his ability to use any of his devil powers. Kazuya then announces another King of Iron Fist tournament, calling on all fighters worldwide to participate or risk having their country destroyed. Story modes in fighting games are usually just movies broken up by matches against AI-controlled characters and generally end with a big boss fight. Tekken 8, however, may have cracked the code on intertwining gameplay with story. Characters speak as they fight, taunting and conversing as they beat one another, and scripted super moves will lead right into cutscenes, making gameplay and story flow seamlessly into one another. The gameplay is also different in the story mode as Jin loses his connection to his devil gene, and his move list is limited for much of the story. It's also not all run-of-the-mill one-on-one matches, with the game featuring an actual tournament section where you pick a character of the bracket to play, and a pseudo Dynasty Warriors-like battle mode where you fight dozens of soldiers at one time. These additions lead to a final fight that effortlessly intertwines gameplay and story in the best battle in any fighting game story mode. Tekken 8's story is not just a goofy sideshow, it's a well-made combination of narrative and gameplay that no other fighting game has come close to replicating. Tekken 8 is often referred to as a legacy fighting game when its gameplay is mentioned. This means most skills players learned in past games carry over to the new ones, and this entry is no different. Kazuya still has a hell sweep, Brian Fury can still taunt into jet upper, and King can roll people to death. It's all still here. The most significant change from past games is the new heat system, which grants all characters access to a powerful heat smash move, dash cancels, chip damage, and combo extensions. The heat meter will drain upon activation, but resets every round, letting the player use it liberally. The simple act of performing a juggle combo and then extending that with heat for massive damage is fun, and for the majority of players, that's all that matters. Getting into Tekken is easier now more than ever for new players, thanks to the new Arcade Quest game mode and the addition of Replay Takeover. Arcade Quest serves as a story for your Tekken avatar and a tutorial for your character of choice, covering not just system mechanics and combos, but also defensive and offensive options for your specific character. You won't go from a noob to a god of Tekken, but you will feel a lot more comfortable with both the system mechanics and your character. Meanwhile, Replay Takeover allows players to watch replays of their matches and at any moment take control of their character in that replay. If, for example, your opponent kept hitting you with a move you didn't know how to counter, you can put on the replay of that match and take control of your character right before the moment of impact to try and figure out how to stop that specific attack. Speaking of characters, Tekken 8 lets you customize your fighter with whatever silly cosmetic you want, making your version of Law or Steve unique. The cosmetics can be bought with in-game currency earned just by playing the matches, so you can buy whatever you want. There are three main concerns players have when a new fighting game is released in 2024. Netcode, netcode, netcode. Tekken 8 has finally embraced rollback netcode, dramatically improving the experience of playing Tekken Online, but there is a catch. Before you do anything else, go to the options menu and select responsive under netcode settings. This option will ensure the best possible connection while you are playing. Aside from the netcode, the game runs at a consistent 60 frames per second during matches, which is impressive given how close to photorealistic the character models are. You can see the folds of their clothes and the hairs on their head as clearly in the gameplay as is in the pre-rendered cutscenes, making this fighter one of the most visually impressive games of the year so far. Tekken 8 is a continuation of one of the most beloved fighting game series ever made, and one that embraces modern technology to ensure its worldwide player base can enjoy its exhilarating gameplay to the fullest. While the game's netcode isn't as rock solid as recent titles like Street Fighter 6 or Guilty Gear Strive, it is a vast improvement to its predecessor and more than good enough most of the time. Tekken's story, while short, combines its gameplay and narrative in ways its competition has not, making its story a unique experience worth playing in a genre that increasingly places the game mode as an afterthought. Tekken 8 is the complete package, mixing fun and complexity in a way that can even make getting beat up entertaining and well worth its $70 price tag. Thank you so much for watching.